For Las Vegas locals wanting to get out of the city, a quick trip to Death Valley will take you back in time. And now the national park is entering a new phase for one of its iconic features, Scotty's Castle, nearly 10 years after a flood devastated the historic site.
People have been coming here for generations.
For Park Ranger Nicole Andler, to see this famous estate operational again has been a long time coming.
We're really getting excited for what's to come.
Walking tours, which have now sold out, are getting people back inside these closed areas to see the grounds, despite ongoing construction.
That was known as the Grotto.
More tours are expected next year, and virtual tours are open to all online at any time to see the one-of-a-kind home.
They wanted something that, felt like it was from Spain. And so then you get this, this desert mansion.
In the 1920s, Chicago millionaires Albert and Bessie Johnson bankrolled what they called Death Valley Ranch, later dubbed Scotty's Castle after con man Walter Scott, who had convinced the Johnsons to invest in a fraudulent gold mine. They later would become close friends.
You will see a circle with a J and an S in there, and that's for Johnson and Scott. There was no gold mine, there was no gold, and still they found a place in their hearts to, make him one of their close good friends and take care of him and his family throughout his life.
But the cherished turn-of-the-century memories of the unlikely friends came under threat about a decade ago. On October 18, 2015, a storm dumped over 2 inches of rain in just 5 hours to Grapevine Canyon.
It only takes less than an inch to start water and mud flowing.
While that may not seem like a lot, for Death Valley it's actually a year's worth of rain, and Scotty's Castle was in the line of sight.
Death Valley has a different response to flooding than other places may, because out here being hottest, driest, lowest, we don't get a lot of plant life. There may be some grasses or things like that, but they don't necessarily hold back the force of water.
In the Mojave Desert, that can mean mudslides, which happened again in 2023, destroying roads. But that's not all.
Unfortunately, in 2021, there was a fire that burned down the visitor center, which added a whole nother level of things that we had to care about.
Today, signs of damage are barely visible as the park has spent $66 million in nearly a decade rebuilding.
And all these repairs are solely funded by the income that we get from visitors coming to Death Valley.
That money has also gone to construct added berms around creeks and dugouts along the North Highway,
building in some resiliency against future floods.
But until it fully reopens, there's still a lot for visitors to see in Death Valley.
It's certainly got a nice beauty.
Right now, it's the perfect temperature.
The restoration process for Scotty's Castle is expected to be completed in 2026. In the meantime, these walking tours will allow you to experience the iconic location and learn about the restoration process before it reopens. Reporting in Death Valley National Park, I'm Geneva Zoltek.